Fox 61 News at 5 starts now.
First at 5, ending the drought with a flood. I'll get that sentence right eventually. We are tracking the rain that continues to get better for the rest of the night and where we go from here coming up.
Hi there, I'm Tony Terzi live in New Haven. No flooding right here now, but wait till you see what it looked like this morning.
And plus, multiple people are without a home tonight following the bad weather. One of those residents describing what happened overnight.
And a major settlement is reached between Juul e-cigarettes and several states. We'll hear how much Connecticut will get in that settlement.
Good evening and thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez.
We've been tracking downpours all across the state, and after a summer with so little rain, it's certainly good news when it comes to relieving those current drought conditions. But maybe not so much rain at once. Let's take a look now from New Haven. Earlier streets seeing some significant flooding. We are bringing full team coverage to track this rain across the state. Fox 61 Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is in studio to break down the latest forecasts. Meteorologist Ryan Breton will talk about how the rain is impacting residents here in Connecticut. And New Haven Bureau reporter Tony Terzi is in New Haven, one of the areas hit hardest by these downpours. And we turn first to Rachel Frank.
We've had 2 to 4 inches of rain already, and some areas have had up to double that. 8 inches of rain have come down, and it's still raining out there, but things are slowly calming down. The rain not as intense. The flood watch that was previously up has been canceled, which means we're no longer expecting the threat for flash flooding here moving forward. And this light, steady rain can go a long way to really help to continue to chip away at that ongoing drought that we have definitely made a dent in over the course of the last couple of days. Here's what the radar looks like right now, and we'll give you a closer look. We've got some steady rain from North Branford up through Wallingford. A little bit of a break, though, for parts of the New Haven area. Bethany, a couple of breaks with just a few raindrops. Some steady light rain right now around the Hartford area, but again, no longer seeing any flooding there. And steady rain from Storrs through Chaplin and Brooklyn. And raining right now for Stonington, but about to be another little break for you guys in Montville. So again, slow improvement as we head through the evening tonight. Here's a look at the future radar, 7 o'clock. Still seeing some patchy showers that are out there. And by the news at 10 and 11, things are really starting to improve. There might be a leftover scattered shower heading through the day tomorrow, but nowhere in the same league as what we've been dealing with the last couple of days. Right now, it's feeling chilly, kind of raw out there, definitely taking a page out of fall weather, and temperatures tonight will be dropping into the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow, again, improved, but we're not gonna see too much in the way of sunshine. Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies, high temperatures around 70 degrees, and that chance for a spot shower. All right, for more on how much rain has already come down and on some of the flooding reports that we've seen today, let's head to meteorologist Ryan Breton. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Rachel. Hi, everybody. This was a statewide soaking. No matter where you look, we all got a good amount of rain. And in some places, it was a lot of rain. This stripe of very heavy amounts, more than 4 inches through really the entire length of the state in the southern part of it. But interestingly, right at the immediate shoreline. It took a long time for the rain to develop. We were hearing from so many of you last night in Westbrook, in Clinton, and East Haven. So the amounts right at the water's edge weren't as high, but you go inland and they were impressive. More than 7 inches in North Guilford, approaching 8 inches in Higganum, more than 5 inches in Shelton, Bethany around 6, Norwich 7 inches, but under 2 on the shoreline in Niantic, and it was a more general 3 to 4, some 5-inch amounts in northern and northwestern Connecticut. Interestingly, there were actually some trees coming down today. This is in Higganum, but there was also one that came down in Oxford, one in Hartford, and it wasn't really because of wind. It may have been that these are dead trees and the root systems were so weak. Once the ground got saturated, the ground just couldn't support it anymore. So some of these trees came down in a few locations, not because of the wind, but perhaps because of the amount of rain that just fell and soaked the ground. Flooding a big issue yesterday in eastern Connecticut and Rhode Island, but today the real story was in New Haven, where both this morning and this afternoon there were areas of flooding. Let's head there right now. Fox 61 New Haven County Bureau reporter Tony Terzi joins us live from New Haven with more on that. Hi, Tony.
Hey there, Ryan. Live outside the police department. No police doings except they've had to be out setting up some roadblocks at various points today. But this is one of the spots, Union Avenue, where flooding is typical. You'll see manhole covers bubbling up. And this will give you an idea right here along Union Avenue just how high the water got. Junk over this sewer storm drain grate, and then some silt that came up over the sidewalk right there. And just down the street, the train station, a major transportation hub in the area. Travel was impacted there as well. Now, what is it that emergency officials tell us during all heavy rainstorms?
It's really critical not to drive through flooded areas.
Yet Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc had to call 911 to rescue the woman driving this conked-out car near IKEA.
We can't tie the police department up blocking every location, so what we do is we put barricades up. When we put barricades up, people don't see a police officer, so they drive around it because everyone's in a hurry.
Including a man stuck in this vehicle near the post office on Brewery Street.
I'm glad you were able to get out of your car there.
I'm alive. I didn't drown. I climbed out the window.
Right.
But I am late for work.
Being late to work is better than not getting there at all.
Of course, getting anywhere was a slow go on the highways, too.
Man, is it wet.
Drivers reacquainting themselves with wet weather.
It feels that way, yeah. You know, I'm in the middle lane. I have to stay in it. It's too scary to be in the left lane right now.
We thought this would be a good day to go to Cape Cod because it's after the Labor Day traffic, but now there's car accidents because of the rain.
We'll work through it. We'll just ask people for some patience and to really take safety as being a number one precaution.
Well, New Haven could be in for it again today. We were listening to Rachel a little bit earlier. We'll see if the rain sticks around and is heavy enough, long enough, because high tide in New Haven Harbor, which isn't far from here, is 8:30 tonight. So we'll see if that rain sticks around long enough. For now, we're live in New Haven. We'll send it back to a young woman from Southern California who is not familiar with this kind of stuff. Are you, Sarah Sanchez?
No, Tony, but I...
Just look at the magnitude of this. Imagine if these were your cars, your entire day altered. You thought that you were going to go to work, but instead your cars are crashed underneath this tree. Having a car is a luxury many of us have, but when it's taken from you within a matter of seconds.
At 2 o'clock this morning, it was like a tornado was hitting. And looked out the window and the tree fell down on all the cars in the backyard.
How would you react?
I can't explain it, sweetie. It was terrifying.
To wake up to this, a huge tree crushing your car and bursting your window in your home.
Tears you up, you know what I mean?
8 families have been displaced because of smashed windows, and 5 people are without cars because this tree came tumbling down on 6 cars, including 2 of Rosa Hills.
I can't go to work now. I had to call out today and probably for the rest of the week.
Now she says she can't do what she normally does on a daily basis.
My car is my everything. I can't do my grocery shop. I can't do anything right now without my vehicle.
But wait for cleanup to start happening, and she says she's counting her blessings that she or no one else was hurt.
I work third shift. Just think if I was coming in from work and it fell down on top. I mean, anyone could have got hurt back there.
In Hartford, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61 News.
DeAndrea, thank you. And this reminder now to download the free Fox 61 app with the QR code here on your screen. You can get real-time notifications for extreme weather and check the radar anytime, anywhere. All right, the Hartford police detective accused of shooting a man in the hand appeared in court just a few hours ago. Gregory Thomas is accused of shooting the man after an altercation early Sunday morning. The victim was treated at the hospital and released. Thomas was off duty during the incident. He faces charges for assault, disorderly conduct, and interfering with a 911 emergency call. Hartford police released a statement saying Thomas has been suspended without pay as they investigate the incident.
E-cigarette maker Juul Labs agrees to pay nearly $500 million to settle a marketing investigation by Connecticut and other states. The states found Juul marketed its e-cigarettes to underage teens with launch parties, product giveaways, and ads on social media posts using youthful models. Those actions were blamed for starting a nationwide surge in teen vaping.
And a follow-up now to a story we brought you on Saturday. Police now identifying the man who was shot and killed at the Lit Ultra Lounge in Waterbury as 38-year-old Adam Bellamy of New Jersey. Waterbury police are still investigating that shooting and have yet to identify a suspect. The city of New Haven wants money from a company that held an illegal motorcycle rally in the city. The East Coasting Company's motorcycle rally took place last September, and organizers did not have the proper permits to hold that rally. New Haven warned East Coasting Companies that it did not have enough police to keep the rally under control, and police say despite the warnings, that event happened and it cost the city over $80,000.
A teacher at Farmington High School is on administrative leave following the start of an investigation. Farmington Public Schools say Patrick Skirker is a math teacher at the school. He's the cross-country and boys indoor and outdoor track coach as well. Right now, Farmington Public Schools haven't said what Skirker is being accused of. And tonight, 3 officers from the Madison Police Department are off the force. They were fired after an investigation found the officers violated the police department's code of conduct, policies, and procedures. The officers were accused of harassment and acting unprofessional.